make it really, really difficult for Liverpool by packing the midfield.
Liverpool will have to be aware of the runs of the likes of Freddie Ljungberg and Boa Morte joining Carlton Cole, who has done very well this season. But this is the game that Liverpool will know.
You probably say he hasn't had the best of seasons, but as you rightly say, it's a big opportunity, big games coming up.
This is John Arisa. It's a dangerous looking ball, and it's Torres! Good chance for Liverpool. He knows it. He's been feeling a bit under the weather. It was a lovely ball by Risa.
Wow, best chance of the game. What a lovely ball from John Arisa. Plenty of swerve, plenty of bend on it, finding Dirk Kuyt at the far post. You thought Dirk Kuyt might have had a header on goal. Not sure if he was trying to put it on goal or target for a goal. In the end, it's gone across to Fernando Torres, and really, I think he should have done better.
Would have made him feel a lot brighter, certainly. Would have made him feel a lot brighter, certainly.
I just think when you look at balls like that from John Arisa, where have they been all season? I mean, that's what he's been lacking. Fantastic cross there. You just wish, maybe think, well, had Peter Crouch been in the side, I'm sure he would have thrived on service like that.
Here's Mascherano. Dirk Kuyt. Towards Torres! Oh, wonderful! Absolutely brilliant. Stepped in front of his man as though he wasn't there, and the finish was as clinical and deadly as any we've seen this season. He is absolutely top draw.
Well, we thought he might have done better with the previous header. On this occasion, it's a ball low into the box. It's not the best of crosses from Dirk Kuyt. It takes a couple of ricochets, and it falls to that man, Fernando Torres, just getting across. I think it was, I'm not sure who it was, Anton Ferdinand, I think it was, just getting across his marker. And in the end, when you give him a little bit of space like that inside the 18-yard box, he is absolutely deadly. Great start for Liverpool.
He's electric in the penalty area. 22 for the season, 16 in the Premier League.
Get yourself in front of defenders, it makes all the difference.
Here's Torres now on towards Ryan Babel. On by Babel. Torres is trying to close down Hayden Mullins. Oh, now then. That doesn't look brilliant. His ankles seem to give way, or his Achilles, and Torres is in a bit of pain here. Well, at least he's up on his ankle. Look nasty.
I just think the defender, I think it's Hayden Mullins, I think just catches the back of his Achilles, or maybe just certainly his Achilles, I think, more than his ankle. He was quick though, Torres, wasn't he? He was sharp.
It's perhaps a little unfair in form, but they are really struggling. Here is Torres. We'll tap Matthew Upson here. McCartney came across. Risa on towards Babel here. And now it's Torres. Well, plenty of red shirts in the middle. I don't know, Risa had gone in there, but there weren't many other options for Fernando Torres.
Well, Risa again, very forward.
Even young Joe Hart at Manchester City and certainly Ben Foster at Manchester United are all ahead of him. John Arisa with the ball forward towards Torres. Now Steven Gerrard. Liverpool would dearly love a second goal. Torres out towards Risa.
Won't get second goals with quality crosses like that. That was poor from John Arisa, who started the game brightly. They have got problems, Newcastle.
They are in free fall. It's a foul against Upson. Here's Torres. Torres will chase. We are to stop his time at the end of the first half. Torres to go. Apparently there is a particular manager who sussed that out very early on and became quite adept at it. Robert Green was beaten by the electrifying finish of Fernando Torres, who could have scored a minute before. As it is, it's his goal that separates the sides.
Yeah, I think Rafa will be happy going in at half-time, 1-0. It's always vitally important getting that first goal, but
well, it was October that West Ham last lost. successive league games, but Fernando Torres' goal was the thread of that looming large over West Ham this evening. He's electrifying in the penalty area. Some sort of sponsorship thing. Well, here's Gerrard. Torres will chase. He's not going to get there. Keeper needs to clear. Well, it is a challenge, but a lot of the Liverpool players feel it should have been a back pass as well. And if he was going for goal, he needed to find more power than that. If it was a cross, it needed to be better. Here's Torres. It's a glorious ball. Here's Babel. Well, he went for the first time ball. Solana did well to get back, but the cross had to be better from Ryan Babel.
Well, it's gone from one end of the pitch right to the other in the blink of an eye. It's a lovely diagonal pass by Fernando Torres. I think Ryan Babel would have been better advised to hold on to it. I think it was a little bit of a rushed cross.
It's nice. They work so well together. Torres. It's a good challenge in the end by Upson coming across. It will be a corner. Taken quickly, Steven Gerrard's fallen over. Lost his footing there. That's a free kick against Torres.
Oh, I don't understand Fernando Torres there.
Here's Torres. The Liverpool players just starting to slip a little bit out there at the moment. Just leaving Gerrard tumble a moment ago, and Torres just lost his footing there.
These blades nowadays, a lot of players wear these blades, don't they?
There's a few clubs actually banned them now, hasn't there?
Might be dangerous.
That's Fernand's header. Comes out towards Dirk Kuyt. Towards Torres! Too easy. You cannot leave a man like Fernando Torres completely unmarked inside the penalty area, because that is exactly what you'll get. It's another goal for Torres. It's another goal for Liverpool, and that puts them very much on the route to 3 points tonight.
Well, I don't think West Ham are expecting Dirk Kuyt to get this cross in. It's a couple of little step overs, good movement. He's hit it nice and early. And Fernando Torres has just peeled off in a little bit of a deeper position between the two West Ham defenders, and it's a simple task in the end. His feet firmly rooted to the spot, straight on his head. Just a matter of guiding it into the back of the net.
Here is Torres. Well, West Ham saw the papers this morning and it said Torres is out of tonight's game. I bet you they were absolutely ecstatic.
I'm sure
they arrived at Anfield and saw his name.
I'm sure Fernando and Upson thought, like, oh, that's good.
The Portuguese man just hauled him down. That's a lovely ball. It could. Oh, it's not going to go in. How it didn't go in is anyone's guess. It was nearly, so nearly another hat-trick.
Well, he was brave, Torres. It's a good ball in by Steven Gerrard. It's an awkward one for the defence to handle. It's an awkward one for Fernando Torres to take. It just bounces, skids off the surface. A little bit in between. Do you head it? Do you go in with your feet? And then Torres has gone in, diving header. Just gets enough on it, but just agonisingly spins and hits the post. And he doesn't get that hat-trick. Still time though.
I'll tell you in a moment. Here's Steven Gerrard. Here's Fernando Torres. Credit to Lucas Steele. Used the support when he needed it. Play will go on. Oh, towards Gerrard from Torres, and just had a bit too much on it. Torres actually thought he was foul when he...
And a cute little 1-2 between Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres, just not coming off. Had it been so, I think Liverpool would have been...
Someone better tell him you have to be Xabi Alonso to score from the halfway line.
Well, that was ambitious, wasn't it? Well, I think when you look at it from that angle, I think when you look at Green, he is quite a way off his line.
Towards reset. Ferdinand came out from the back to block him, and here is Torres. It's brilliant. It is a successive Hat-tricks for Fernando Torres at Anfield. The first man in 60 years to do it. He really is just a genius in front of goal. He just paints pictures. It's another 3 for Liverpool, another 3 for Torres. Fantastic.
Well, it's a lovely, calm finish, isn't it? Nothing hurried about this. John Anarisa tries to get the show off. He just gets a header. Fernando Torres just getting the better of Lucas Neal, I think it is, through his legs. Takes it one touch and then plays it just to the right of the goalkeeper. Doesn't hit it with great pace, doesn't hit it with great power, but there's great accuracy. And that's the cue for him to go off for a standing ovation in the urgence of Peter Crouch.
The names of Jack Barmer, Fred Howe, Gordon Hodgson and Dick Forshaw. If you went round Anfield now and said it were all young people, they were the last people to score in successive Anfield games. Every single Liverpool player and staff member applauds him. Crouch is on for him, by the way. Field, another fantastic Anfield night for Fernando Torres, and a wonderful finish by Steven Gerrard, who takes the match ball and says, this is for Fernando Torres. I scored a belter, but once again, it's the Spaniards' night, it's Liverpool's night, and it's finished 4-0.
Well, another ball for Fernando Torres' collection. A resounding victory for Liverpool, thoroughly deserved the victory. All in all, a fantastic performance from them.
Liverpool's Premier League destiny is back in their own hands again after a hat-trick from Fernando Torres and a goal of the season contender from Steven Gerrard sunk West Ham and sent the Reds ahead of Everton on goal difference in 4th place. 4-0 it finished at Anfield, and here to share their thoughts on what could turn out to be a vitally important 3 points come the end of the season are former Reds Gary Gillespie and Neil Mellor. Well, Gary, we say it every week, but Torres is something else, isn't he?
He's a bit special, isn't he? I think job done. I think Liverpool waited a long time for this game in hand. Came along. You know, I think there was a bit of trepidation before the game, but there needn't have been, because Fernando Torres had it all sussed out. A hat-trick. I think it's 40 years or so, 60 years almost since somebody else did it. Fantastic result for Liverpool. Good performance, good team performance. Not just singling out the likes of Gerrard and Torres, but all round they were far superior than West Ham.
Neil, back-to-back Anfield hat-tricks for Fernando Torres. He's on a roll, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, as Rafa said at the end, he's on fire, using a Scouse term himself. Yeah, he's impressive. His finishing was quality with both his feet and his head as well. It was clinical. There was no power. It was just all finesse. It was good to watch.
And Gary, it seems as though every time you say Torres is having a bit of a quiet one, he comes up and...
I mean, it is ironic. I mean, I'm watching the game and I'm looking at the game and I'm thinking his touch is a little bit off here. It doesn't look as if he's getting involved in that much of the build-up play, but when you're a striker, you don't need to get involved in build-up play. Your job is to put the ball in the back of the net, as Neil will tell you, and he does it, you know, better than anybody really. So you know, he walks off that park. Performance level, maybe not great, but 3 goals at the end of it. That's all you can ask.
Okay, then talk us through the first goal. Didn't take Liverpool too long to get off the mark.
Well, it's ironic really, because I think it's a cross-in from the right eventually from Dirk Kuyt, and Fernando Torres had a better chance actually, or a good chance, just before this with his head from a great cross by John Arnorisa. But on this occasion it's Dirk Kuyt, a hopeful ball into the box. It takes a slight deflection of one of the defenders. It might have been Upson, I think it was, but Fernando Torres gets in front of Anton Ferdinand, as all good strikers will do, coming from behind the centre-back, just getting that extra yard, and it's a good finish, and the goalkeeper, Green's got absolutely no chance.
Can you teach that, Neil, or is that just Torres'
Yeah, I think
class?
it's just instinct, the way, you know, he was so sharp to get in front of the defender. He read what was going to happen. You know, it wasn't the greatest of crosses, but, you know, he got there in front of him and no chance for the keeper. OK, we'll have a look at goal number 2, Gary.
Yeah, I think this is, again, it's a Dirk Kuyt cross. I think, I'm not sure if Dirk Kuyt actually picks him out, a couple of little shimmies, and then just an early cross, and I think it's the earliness of the cross that really throws West Ham and finds, you know, Torres in acres of space, and his feet firmly planted to the ground, just directs a header into the corner.
He's not known for his headers, Neil, but it doesn't seem too bad.
No, I mean, he's got a hairband on there, but that doesn't seem to have bothered him too much there. But I think that was the favourite one for me tonight. He just just guided it into the top corner, and I thought that was great composure from him.
Another cross from Dirk Kuyt as well. Do you think he's better out wide? That was from the left. Do you think he's better out wide though? Okay, well, Torres does grab the headlines. Let's have a look at the hat-trick goal.
Well, it burst forward Mascherano, isn't it? And you know, we've seen that on a couple of occasions recently. And another cross in here. John Anarisa gets a little bit of a ricochet, and really, I don't know if he meant the little nutmegs on Lucas Neal. If he did, it was fantastic. And then we don't see Fernando Torres blast the ball into the back of the net that often. Just side foots it in.
Neil, I think it was the Spain coach that said Torres never scores 2 goals the same. We showed that tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, all his goals were totally different there, and he got a bit of luck there through Lucas Neal's legs, but just clinical. I mean, fantastic finish. Maybe the keeper could have done better, but you know, I thought it was a good finish.
Is that just the sign of how good he can be, Gary? The fact that he did have a relatively quiet game. He said his touch was off, and then he comes up with a hat-trick.
I think that sums up most strikers, to be honest with you. And I think the higher the level you go, I think you see that an awful lot. I mean, how many times before did we see Michael Owen never really touch the ball but come off with a hat-trick? And he's certainly in the same mould as that. And you know, as I say, Rafa won't be worried too much if he's not contributing in build-up play. But putting the ball in the back end is any striker's job, and that's what strikers at the end of the day are valued at, and his value must be soaring. I mean, we've spent 20 million on it. How much is he actually worth now?
Thanks very much. I'm afraid that's us out of time. My thanks to Gary and Neil for their thoughts. It finished Liverpool 4, West Ham 0 at Anfield on a night Fernando Torres won't be forgetting in a hurry. Good night.